Hello, this is Curling with part 35 of my Let's Play Total War Rome 2 as Rome at very hard difficulty. Looking here, you see the tail end of the horde of Macedonians moving eastward, which presents an interesting perks for me because I'm going to be able to abuse that situation heavily. Over here we have an army that needs to go down to stop raiding, and we have our final army moving to destroy the last of the Armenians. We could have just had peace with them, but then I would have to send an army up here later, and if my armies are way down here, having to march one from here or way up here, just serves very little purpose. Now, once again, we were hoping to take Olbia, and the Greek states were a little bit ahead of us. I mean, we took this region right here, Pantisapaeum, and then they took those two. And I was like, oh my goodness. Which just means it's two more regions I'm going to have to take over from them when this is all said and done. We have been heavily working on building buildings to exploit our resources. Now, with all those Macedonian armies coming this way, I'm going to end up... Oh, no, you're not who I wanted to click on. Oh, you're still building. You, though, are done. You come over here. As I was saying, we're going to be taking all of these ports along here with the navies. They're undefended. That will be 3 cities that will be taken. Athene is currently undefended. That'll be easy to take. And then it's a walled city, so holding it with a navy is actually pretty doable. Patavium will soon be ours. We've been waiting forever for that to occur. We have one army that we need to actually move further north. You are supposed to be like that. I'm going to bring you to here. And then, no, we can't do it yet. Now, here, you no longer need to be there because the reason to have you has come south. So we're going to move you out. We do have the one northern navy here. Looks like they added another navy. That's not going to matter. These northern regions where there's wind issue or snow issues are going to be the biggest pain to take out. So Tur is actually might be like the last Greco thing in the west, or in the, in here that we have to worry about. Now you have no real reason to stay there anymore, so I'm gonna bring you down to
attacking long-standing allies will have an effect on how the other
we're just going to bring it down. Obviously, we don't want to attack Macedon yet. That would be really bad. We are not prepared. Armies are scattered in the wrong places. Now, if I pull you out of here, that goes to plus 11. That's fine. You are moving. You're moving over to here. Because we have all these armies coming this way. We don't need to defeat them all, but we need to prevent them from doing long-term damage. Okay, I think that's everything for this turn. We have 2 people skills. On the off chance that's movement skills, we're going to... That's weird. On the off chance it's movement skills, we'll go through and see if we can figure out who it is. Oh, we found one. You do in fact get movement, or what is this? Upkeep or movement? We need movement. You're in the north. You're going to have a lot of ground I'll need you to cover. And so that's important. You have nothing, 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 you have nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay, this should be the last one in Ephesus. Doom. And turn. Now our goal is to reduce tax rate hugely the turn before we do it.
Our enemies tremble at the thought of your might.
Oh, you want us to join the war against Carthage? Sure. We want to keep you happy and...
Wisdom should always be admired, even in small things.
If I can take a couple of Carthaginian regions, it prevents you from taking the Carthaginian regions. But I really don't care. Look at all those stacks. He's moving everyone to fight Carthage. Which is kind of hilarious because you're about to have trouble in your homeland. I want to pillage your homeland. I mean, I'm going to leave maybe 4 armies there. That leaves 10 armies. I will take 10 Macedonian cities in 1 turn. I think that's the goal, is to deprive them of all of theirs. Athens and Sparta will be problematic, but not nearly the problem that the others will. We have a rebel-held city. You look really good and you have some extra stats, so that's good. Couple of good traits, a bunch of increases, we have some new ships. Okay. You're set up there. There is currently an army there. We're gonna bring you down to here. You keep going. Olbia has a force of 10. Well, they built military buildings in Olbia. It's going up. We're gonna buy that. It's not necessarily a great expenditure of money. Now what I need to check on is if I lowered my tax rate this turn, what would I be at? See, I'm making 8,300. I'm making 6,500 from those 2 trade routes. I also get some tariff. So I really need to make more than 8,000 a turn at that lower income to be able to hold that lower income. But we are building rapidly. We have an Armenian army there. Okay, first of all, you go take this city. I went and take this city. Well, that was... And now we have all of Armenian settlements. Now, all 3 of these armies are going to be marching off. So we're gonna have to, of course, spend a turn or 2 with at least one of these guys as we build up all of these things that are necessary to keep this region happy. If I pull you out of there, -9. But that's not terrible. We will do that. Oh, crossing that river was bad. Poor thing. Okay, you're gonna come to fight them. Sarai is 1 turn away from being our settlement, at which point we will... That is quite a bit of gold. Anyway, Sarai is 1 turn away from being our settlement, which will be very convenient. Now let's look at our banners. I need to decide who's going where. We have one banner here. 2. There should be one around here somewhere. 3. So we have 3 banners here in him. Those 4 are going to move into this area. I may launch assaults on these regions now. Look at that, they took both of those cities. Look, all those blue banners. Here's red banners. Now let's look at over here. We have that I can deal with. We have one army there, one army there. We're gonna bring one down. Really? Once I move these 3 into position, and I'm going to probably bring 1 or 2 here and 1 more down. So you're actually going to come down to here. Because I'm going to need to fight them there, I think. I have 1, 2 banners here. I'm assuming that's a banner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, and there's another, there's 2 there. So it's 7 banners here. So I'm pretty sure that I pretty much outstripped their forces over here already. I have like 4 banners here, and this one's gonna move. That one's gonna come down. These 2 will come over. So I need to move you over to here. And then we can launch the assault when these 2 reach these lands. Plant them by cities over here. Yes, there's a city there and a city here. So there's 2 cities here. Plant those 2 banners there. I may move 1 banner all the way up to Tur. Because if I can take Tur, and if I can take this one without too much trouble, if I take Tur here, and then I can move down to here and take that. So I need you to come all the way to here before we launch the war. You are going to move down to whatever cities around here to start fighting in their background. Because my goodness, look at this. They're building an entire empire over here. Then your banner and your banner are going to move into here. Into Thracia. We'll take 2 Thracian cities. We'll take a bunch in the north. And we will see if Athens chooses to go to war with us. It's possible that Athens and Sparta will be like, okay, no, we're out of this one. So we'll see about that. Because Novo Carthage refused to join war when we went to war with Carthago. Okay, we're going to build that. Because money is still our biggest concern. That's 300 more wealth. That's amazing. Our tech trees are quickly filling up. Gold. Cattle. Sure, church. Now we talk about this like it's going to be fast, but the reality is marching these troops is going to take some time. Where are you going? You're going over there. You are not needed here. I need you to march. You need to march to there. This army in Ephesus, I need to march to there. That navy is now full. I need it to come around here to Pella. We are looking at several turns of travel, but we want to make this as strategic as possible. It needs to be quite fast and quite furious. Okay, so we're gonna go to end the turn. Oh, we have a lot of skills. You have one. Please be movement. Look, now maybe next turn I can catch you. You have nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing. Okay. You have skill number 2. You have movement.
Ready for orders. Reporter, it is an honor.
You should have one more skill to do.
Yes. Ready for order, Commander.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and end the turn. Apparently we have a lot more. I just missed all the names. You have a skill. Why are you going to Armir? Oh. No, I need you to come all the way down to here. Come to here. We of course want to do exactly what we did the first time, where we strike hard and get rid of everything we can. We're making over 1,000 food. Well, I did say we're going to be an agricultural powerhouse, and we are apparently an agricultural powerhouse. Go a couple more and see if we have anyone else. Okay, I'm gonna guess that that's everyone, and it is. I think we need to be over 40,000 a turn in income to do what we want. We are putting way more banners in the east than I had intended, which is good and bad. I mean, we'll be ready to respond to the second largest military in the world, and we will show them what for. But it's also detrimental in that we want to be able to have crushing victories on their homeland and cripple them. That becomes problematic. But I think we're going to be able to do that regardless. Our forces are very powerful. Oh, we have Armenians playing whack-a-mole. 2 armies of Armenians are playing whack-a-mole. I'm going to have to bring an army back up here. Although if they take a city, it's not the end of the world. And if they damage the city, it's really not the end of the world. It would slow my income down, which is what we're waiting for, but we have a general's died, we have an upgrade. You have the best helmet. That's how I decide who's my general. What helmet is called Parthava? Okay. You. Kill this guy. Oh, he's force marched. I'm not gonna bother to fight this ambush. Do I want to fight this ambush? No, I'm not gonna bother. They have horse archers. I don't want to deal with it. We're gonna be fighting a lot of battles against the Greco states. Oh, he got away. Finish him off. This army needed to move this direction anyways. Now, I want you to be where is Terror? I want you to come all the way up here. Strategist. That's good. A priest of Bacchus. Get some public order. That's what we need. Ooh, we're up to 40,000. It's autumn though. We're definitely gonna make that, not make that in the winter. He has a long way to go. We're gonna force march him. No one's gonna start the war with us. We're too powerful. So we'll see. Okay. So you here need to stay a little bit longer because we can't have this region having issues. We are going to do our last tech chain. I'm just going to make sure everything is completed there, everything is completed there, everything is completed there, everything is good there. So our last tech tree, which will take 7 turns. In 7 turns, we will have completed everything that we can, and we can begin creating the Basilica of Jupiter, which is still only level 4. That's sad. I was hoping to get a level 5 building. Is that worth it? I don't really think it is. This region is not going to make enough money. You. I'm just gonna auto-resolve this as aggressive. Fighting horse archers is not fun. Good, I killed them. I was afraid some of them would run away, even though we desperately outnumbered them. And that's the end of Armenia. Now you need to force march. Now, do I want to come down here and attack? Look at all these unprotected provinces back here. This, if nothing else, is a distraction. You. Put yourselves right here. You. You have an army right there. That means you're gonna stay here, because if I need to, I'm gonna drop him there. These two have not moved yet. Okay, so you need to move north of Pella. You need to come right here. Do I have any other armies? I have you. You actually are not going to fight over there. I'm not going to spend more than 4 armies in the east. That would be wasteful. So you're actually going to come to here. Because we want those crushing fast victories to occur, but nothing to slow down our onslaught. You actually, I'm going to bring over to Pella, because the first city to fall needs to be their capital. Even if I have to bring an extra legion over to ensure that their capital falls, we will declare war on them at their capital. It's my opinion, if your capital falls, you've lost. It doesn't matter when. Now, I know in some of these games, the strategy is to purposely lose your capital so they can move to a better defensible position. Fine. I mean, if you're going to do that, you're going to do that. But if you're playing one of these as like one of these big empires and attempting to build, straight, losing that capital is a humiliating defeat that cannot be accepted. Okay, I'm gonna not bother with that. The culture influence, the Latin should be going up very quickly. Hellenic is also going up. We'll build up those instead. Nothing to build there. Nothing to build worth wealth there. This builds wealth. Again, the goal is all about money. It's all about the money. If it's not producing enough money, I don't need to improve it. That like doubles the amount of wealth that produces. Now that circus produced an incredible amount of wealth, so I may make a bunch of these libraries into circuses. Nothing to build there, nothing to build here, nothing to build there. And again, we do want several turns worth of just... It's 100 gold. We'll do it. We do want some turns of... It's 80 gold. No, we're not going to bother. We can do more money than that. This produces 150 gold. Sure. Here, we always want to improve that. We'll improve that, we'll improve that, we'll improve this, improve this. Lots of improvements in Libya. Here, this gives wealth to agriculture. We'll build that. And we'll build this. And since I can, we'll build up that. Okay, so that's another turn. I think we got a bunch of leveled up, so I'm gonna go through and do that. And next turn, I'm gonna have to go through all my armies and check on placement. We are 2 or 3 turns away from the war we've been building up to for like 60 turns. And we cannot afford to be lackadaisical. Now, do we have much of a chance of losing? No. Heck, technically we've already beat the game. But we don't want to become lackadaisical and lose footing. Because again, the goal from the beginning of the game wasn't getting 90 settlements, it was turning the map red. It was building every tech and then getting Jupiter in every region afterwards. And that's what we were going with. And we're going to do an incredibly devastating hit on Macedonia. We're going to make it look like what we did to Carthage was humorous compared to what we're going to do to Macedonia. And so, with that in mind, we need to go in with the utmost strength. Now there's an army in Patavium that no longer needs to be there. They're not going to have 2 armies in Patavium. That's a waste. So I'm going to end up moving one of those armies out there. And I'm going to save all of my money for 3 turns. Because we're going to have to rebuild all the, at least cities to be us. And so that's going to be incredibly costly. So we're going to need possibly even 4 turns worth of sheer income so that we can support it. Now I expect there to be losses in the east. There's too many Macedonian armies and I'm not going to field enough armies in the east to not lose some stuff. We lost a spy. Did we lose 1 spy and a spy? Oh, and a patrician, so we've lost 2. Okay, now you're just gonna move to here because that's a fine placement. You're gonna move to right here. I don't really like that army there. I may have to bring a second army down just because of this Athenian army. Although if Athens doesn't join the war, then I'll siege them and bring my navy in as well. If Athens joins the war, then I'll siege them. Maybe it's the other way around. I'll take it. Oh, well, we'll see. I have like another army I can bring in, I think. We are, of course, going to start by taking on Pella. Now we have 34,000 this turn. If we were to lower our tax rate, we would have 4,000. Yeah, see, we don't make enough. Even with all those turns of building, we just don't make enough. Okay. Now we have armies that need to march. First off, how are we doing in this region? We need to build more. We obviously need that. That adds public order. That's squalor, not public order. I'm going to build that one, even though it does not add public order. We'll build that. And we're not going to build this one. We just need to make sure that there's never going to be a revolt here. Looking at this, we have a lot of cultural differences. They're going to be going down. Our culture is vastly on the rise here. So I can't move that army quite yet, which is going to be the delaying factor in much of our campaign at this point. If you come here, I'm going to bring you to here. Okay. Now I could launch attacks into Carthage. If I come down here and take Seleucid, then that prevents them from taking Seleucid. This army is moved to there. You're just going to come and sit in Edessa then. You. If I force march you, get to there. I'm already at war with Carthage. What is the other part of Seleucia? Charax. It's right down here. Oh, you got level up. You gotta boom that. I'm going to send you to take Charax. That will finish off that region as ours. And it will give us some stuff for them to go play with that is not my homeland. I should have another army. I'm going to bring you down here. There are a bunch of easy pickings. You can bounce around from city to city, and if one of them gets a rebellion, rebellions I can deal with later. We just want to really stick it to the Macedonians as much as possible. Okay. You. I need you to come all the way over to Pella, because I may need 2 legions and a Napian Pella. Pella we must win. It is the start of the war. There can be no question as to who is the supreme force in the world at that point. Okay. I know that I have more than 3 turns, so I'm going to build some money producing things. We're going to build that. That's fine. Here. That's fine for now. We have a lot of money producing stuff we can produce here, so we're going to do so. That. that, 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 and that. Again, money, 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 farm. Every turn we should be producing more and more funds. It may not be a lot more for a while, but if in 5 turns when we actually do the war, and again I think this video will stop the turn right before we attack it, which is kind of boring. I'm sorry, but we really want to make sure that we're ready to cause utter mayhem. I'm gonna bring you down to here. Dominium is a. I'm gonna put you here. These navies will attack. He'll be able to assist with Aedar, and then he will go and assault Dominium. And the navies will move up to fight at Epidamnus or Apollina. The more our troops can help each other, the better it will be. They'll take Batavium. We have one army that will take the north, and this one will march and take probably a Kink. And we're going to try to take, you know, at least 6-7 regions in one turn. The war will come down as a brutal shift in power. We're not going to be able to deal with all those Macedonian forces in the east at first, but they will be dealt with. You might as well fortify for now. You. Next turn I'm going to bring you down to Budugoris. Out of curiosity, I don't see that Macedonian. Maybe he's all the way down. Yeah, he's all the way down here. He's like fled to the south. So I may put you here, and we can take all of the Sparta's regions in the north if they join in the war. And if not, you can march down and take Budugoris. Gonna put you in between. My real hope is that Sparta joins and Athens doesn't. The reason for that is I have a navy who's I'm just paying to sit here. Once I've taken these 2 regions, I can ditch that navy. It serves no purpose after that point. I mean, it's not like it's going to help me take Arabia Felix. So I can drop it and build a naval on Ptolemais Theron, which, you know, is something I should do. Come to think of it. Next turn, I'm going to convert the whatever thing is in Ptolemais Theron over to a naval one. By the time I'm ready to build my navy there, it'll be good, and then I can use a navy to take some of the southern regions, maybe. I don't really want to do that. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Saving money is kind of important. Oh, I also forgot to buy people. Okay, let's go through and level up. Oh, the 2 or so people that need it. At least 2. Probably only 2. I think it shows at least the top 3. Oh, we just passed them. You get that, and now we'll end the turn. Okay, so I'm just gonna not spend any money unless it's to fix up.
Would like to offer you a gift of gold.
No, you need to have peace with Macedonia before I. I'll also laugh if he's sitting on forced march when I start the war. That will be a full stack destroyed with ease. In fact, I need to plan ahead. If I see those full stacks on full march, I need to put myself in a place I can destroy them and then get to a city. I'll get to where a garrison can help. The more tide we turn on these, I mean, just sending plebs into the back of a phalanx can be the difference between us being very victorious and failing. Okay. So, we lost an admiral. Wow. I'm going to grab you because you have a massive amount of cunning, which means you may actually reduce costs. Yes, you reduce costs, so that's great. Apparently you were injured before and not killed somewhere. The Parthian roads are at war. Good for them. Okay. So then. You are going to this and you're going to attack Seleucia. I wonder if Macedon will join in. Oh, yeah, just capture that. So did I have penalties? Oh, I do have a conquest penalty. Now we're of course going to convert all of this stuff that we want. We're going to destroy what we don't want. This is money. We're going to make money. Okay, you need to come down to Charax. Okay, the army that's moving down to hit them here. Where are you? Oh, I don't care. What is Seleucia gonna do? Declare war on me? Comes down by this dude who is force marching, because that would be awesome. Although I am force marching. He can't get anywhere near me though. You fall behind this guy. Just like you're just wandering through the countryside. Nothing to see here. He's gonna be able to come and take Navisos. Macedonia may be my next game. In Rome too. Or Bactria. Bactria just sounds cool. I don't know if it is cool, but it sounds cool. Okay, you're fine where you are, you're fine where you are, you're fine where you are not fine. I need you to come like right here. If they join the war, we're just gonna remove them from the north. If they don't, we're gonna come down here and take that. And you can't fortify, so we're gonna be just finished. Now, I am marching an army here solely to take on Tur, but it looks like I can upgrade some of my troops. I thought I had military passing through Athens. Huh. Well, do I stop? You're 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because in 4 turns I'm gonna fight. You know what I really need to do is I just need to ask Athens for military access. I would really like military access. I'll pay you 4,000 for it. 7,000. 10,000. Is it worth 10,000? No. I mean, they're happy with me even with it. they're so friendly from all of my stuff, I don't think they're gonna care. And that army's here, it's gonna move up to here. And shortly after that, we're going to war anyways. So, I'm gonna go with it doesn't matter. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna spend much more in the way of money. The only other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my banners. You can all get an upgrade. What upgrade is this? Apparently level 2 shields. Sure, upgrade everyone. Can you be upgraded? Nope. Okay. I should do the last thing that I was gonna do. You're gonna stand right here. That's good. You can still get to Dominium. You're gonna be the one that attacks. You will move to which other? Can you get to Ekink? Yes, you can. Now we're obviously not gonna launch during. We're best off launching the war in the spring if possible, because it'll help us move to these other regions if we need to. So from down to Herd to down to Gaelic. I actually may start him in Gaelic. No, Tur is so freaking annoying. We just need to get Tur and hold that for a turn or two until it's, and then move south. If it rebels and we have to go back and get it later, that's doable. If I'm gonna put this army in Gaelic. They may get upset when that army moves through their lands as well, but I don't really care. How many more turns of this do we have? We have 4 more turns. Because again, the final stage of the game is to build all those Jupiters. Just because his temple is the best. Looking at the temple, just to show you what I'm talking about. See, you can get a Pantheon. Anyways, the level 4 of his is 8 public order, 16 wealth from everything, plus 6 attacks harvesting, which is what I do. You know, it's just huge amounts of wealth from anything, Latin culture, public order. Hers is lots from culture, but only culture. Gives you a lot less Latin influence. It does help with the research rate, which is pretty nifty, and then it gives the same public order. And I don't use the edict to convert because I don't need to. I mean, the church gives it. Looking at these, maritime commerce. I mean, that's this point where it doesn't matter. This one, Basilica of Mars. I don't use slaves, so that's not very useful. Now this one does produce a lot of money of its own. I mean, that just produces money from anything else. This one produces 240 wealth by itself. But it's culture, not industry. I mean, if it was industry and you're getting that plus 20% as well, that would be amazing. But anyways, we're going to go to those Roman buildings at the end. So we're going to end the turn. Oh, I meant to build some dudes. But that's fine. We don't need to. Our armies are reaching their final positioning. Now that one Macedonian legion that's sitting there. I really don't like having a legion sitting off by itself. But I'm going to be moving quickly to destroy everything. And the game just doesn't move quickly to destroy stuff. So, I mean, even if that takes a region or two, it's that game of whack-a-mole. If I have to come back and take 1 or 2 Anatolia regions again because of that army. Oh, he's good. He's moving further east. If I have the 4 legions in the east, I should be fine.
The gods show their displeasure at our
Absolutely. I have no desire to fight you. You will probably be the last region I conquer just because... No, you won't, because who am I kidding? I'll have 5 navies to take care of that. Now researching the last thing. We have almost completed... we have lots of improvements there. And we're up to 66,000, which is not bad. We still are several turns from actually... a complete, performing a conquest just because. Parthians, Seleucids, we have a ton of ranks gained, and an agent was found. I don't care. Okay, our navies are where we want them. We have him moving away. You're gonna trespass this turn as well, but I don't really care. You're gonna move to Gaelic. And they're like, oh, you're trespassing us. Let's see if that pissed them off enough. Nope, they're still green-faced. Like, how dare you piss us off? Except we really don't care that much because you're so cool. You're like too cool for school cool. So yeah, that doesn't matter. Continue to expand. That army is moving further away. You're gonna come to here.
Your next command?
You're gonna take Charax.
Besieging settlement!
Now there's a Seleucid army right here.
Laying
It's a
siege
full stack Seleucids. Are Carthage and Seleucia allies? Let's look at Carthage. They are defensive allies, so they're gonna join in if I fight. If I attack there, they're gonna... If I attack here, they're going to join in. Does it matter? I don't know if it does. What is the city of Turin? Oh, we have some stuff to build. You need a forum and a forum. We're gonna go with the garrison in Seleucia for extra troops if we get attacked there. We need to stop building. That doesn't need to be built. Khazar in the region. You see Latin is by far the superior culture. So we don't have to worry about the culture war there. Okay, you are just gonna do a normal walk down to here. And maybe it's over here. I'm gonna hang out by our friendly local Macedonian army. Now losing a legion that I don't need to lose, fighting 3 or 4 stacks is a terrible idea. So I obviously don't want to do that. Okay. You're Macedonian. So I really only have those 2 armies left to maneuver. We're gonna go, I think, in the turn, and then you're gonna go ahead and fort because I'm sure we'll hit winter. They haven't really built more here. Okay, so I'm gonna end the turn. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. Bye.